Now, last Saturday, I saw Thor: Love and Thunder for the first time. Trash. Absolute garbage. That is Taika Waititi's movie. And I know I may be way late on this. It was awful.
It was terrible.
Now, I really hated Thor Ragnarok. I felt that the first two Thor movies were better than the Taika Waititi movies.
I only watched Love and Thunder because Christian Bale was in it as the bad guy.
And he was a forgettable bad guy, really.
Oh, yeah, he was a total waste. I was like, oh, okay, I got it. Christian did this one for a paycheck. All
yeah.
right. I mean, literally, that's just what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, he did this one for a paycheck.
Well, it looks like Chris Hemsworth, and man, what they did to Thor.
Oh yeah,
in Endgame.
him. Yeah.
First of all, why the hell is Valkyrie the king? That was a woke virtue sitting and pandering thing. Why she should
we know
not be
that elevate women.
Be the king.
She's a lesbian. I mean, we know how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, total virtue signal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Chris Hemsworth, he is done with Thor. Chris Hemsworth says his return to the MCU depends on Thor being portrayed drastically different from Taika Waititi's bastardization. That is the major problem with his version of Thor.
Yep.
He took off Thor's balls.
Yep.
And man, Chris Hemsworth was jacked. Big time jacked in Love and Thunder. Big time jacked. But I can understand why. That's not Thor on screen anymore.
No,
that's not Thor.
At all.
I mean, he is just God.
Man, that first Thor movie's damn good too.
I like the first Thor movie. The second one I don't remember that much.
It was good.
But Ragnarok, boy, I hated Ragnarok. That comedy in that, I cannot stand that kind of comedy. That's probably why I'm not big on Guardians of the Galaxy either. I don't like them.
Now,
I don't like
that first
either one.
That first Guardians, I really liked a lot.
The second was really bad.
Yeah,
I did not like Guardians at all.
That first one I liked, though.
You did?
Yeah. I like Chris Pratt, man. Yeah. He's great as Star-Lord. Even in the second one, he's the best part of it. You know?
Yeah, but he's way better in the Terminal List, man.
Oh, yeah.
We need a second season of that, man.
Just a different kind of show. Well, he did come out and say that he basically come out and said they're going to do a second season of it. I don't know how they're going to pull it off because of, spoiler alert, whatever's going on with him health-wise on that show. So, you know. Yeah,
and it's based on the book, too, so.
Well, they basically come out. He was on the guy who wrote it, Pratt. I made a video on it. Pratt was on his podcast about 6 weeks ago and basically come out and said they're going to do a second season of the Terminal List. So he said the fans would get what they wanted. So, I mean, that's basically saying we're coming back.
But let's get to Hemsworth here.
Yeah.
Asked by Horowitz, where do you go with Thor at this point? Hemsworth asserted that while he was unsure if he would even get another chance to pick up the hammer now that his Marvel Studios contract has closed out with Thor: Love and Thunder, should he ever get the chance to reprise the role, he would love to see his thus far career-defining character written in a way more akin to the tortured hero he was in the last two Avengers movies rather than as the bronze over brains comic relief he was in the last two solo outings. So he's right on board with me about the humor in those movies.
Right.
Awful. And also an emasculated Thor. Didn't like that. Mjolnir not responding to him. Responding to Jane Foster, calling out to her. Nah, man. You know they're gonna. You know that the Welshers are gonna say, "Oh, that's in the comic books." No, that's from a Disney comic book. It's basically a tokenized female Thor. That's all it is. That's all it is. Quote, I think you look at Thor and Thor the Dark World, and they were quite similar, the actor said to the host. Ragnarok, Love and Thunder, similar. I think it's about reinventing him. I think they've what does that say? I think they messed up right there. I think I've had such a unique opportunity with Infinity War and Endgame to do very drastic things with the character. I enjoy that. He added, doing his best to sidestep calling out Waititi's indifference to good storytelling by name. The thing is, man, he was awful in Endgame. I hated Fat Thor.
Now, it should be noted, he was great in Infinity War.
Yeah, he was. He was
in that. Yeah, I mean I consider that to be one of the best Marvel movies ever.
Then they made him Jake. Then they made him Jake Skywalker in Endgame.
Right.
I mean, that was just awful. I like keeping people on their toes. He continued. It keeps me invested. I've said this before, but when it becomes too familiar, I think there's a risk in getting lazy, because then you go, I know what I'm doing. Ultimately, Hemsworth admitted, so I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if I'm invited back, but if I was, I think I would have to have a drastically different version in tone and everything, just for my own sanity. Yep. I agree with that.